In this video, you will learn how to solve different math problems to prepare for the civil service exam. Which of the following choices has a 6 in the tens place? So how do we determine the place value of each digit in a given number? So here it is. Before the decimal point, we have the first number before the decimal point, that is ones, then after that tens, hundreds, to the left thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s, and to the right after the decimal we have the tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and so on. So we are asked here in the problem which of the choices has a 6 in the tens place. So the first option here, we have 60.17, and 6 here is in the tens place, and 6 here in letter B is in the ones, 6 here in letter C is in the tenths, because it is the first digit after the decimal point, and then 6 here in letter D is the hundredths. Therefore, the answer here is letter C, because that is the first spot to the right of the decimal point. What is 3.133 when rounded to the nearest tenth? So we're given here 3.133 and we round it to the nearest tenth. So in order to round to the nearest tenth, we need to cut the number short, leaving the last digit in the tenths place. So here you cut the number short without rounding up. Here, okay, notice that the numbers after the decimal point are less than or not greater than nor equal to 5. So we can just cut the number short without rounding up. But let's identify the places here first. 3 here, the decimal place value is ones, and 1 here is tenths. This one is hundredths, and this one is thousands. And we are asked for the nearest tenth. So that means here, the digit 1. So we just have to cut this number short to reduce this number to 3.1, because we cannot round up 1 since the number after 1 is 3, and 3 is not greater than nor equal to 5. Therefore, the answer here is letter B. Which of the following choices has a 3 in the hundredths place? Now let's take a look at the chart again. So the numbers to the left before the decimal, the first digit is ones, then tens, hundreds, thousands, and so on. And the numbers or the digits after the decimal point to the right, the first digit would be tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and so on. Which of the choices here has 3 in the hundredths place? So let's take a look at letter A. 3 here is in the hundreds. Okay. Then letter B, 3 here is in 10,000s. And for letter C, 3 here is in thousands. Then letter D, 3 here is in hundreds. All right. Therefore, the answer is letter D, because 3 here is in the hundreds place. $25,682 rounded to the nearest tenth is. So we're given this number here, and we need to round this off to the nearest tenth. So we have 25.682. Let's first determine the decimal place values of each of the digits here. So 5 here is in the ones place, 2 is in the tens, 6 here is in the tenths, while 8 is in the hundreds, and 2 is in the thousands. Now we are asked to round this number to the nearest tenth. So this one up to this digit, 6. And take note here that the number after 6 is 8, and 8 is greater than 5. Therefore, we can round up 6 to 7. So we add 1 to 6. So this would become approximately 25.7 when we round that number off to the nearest tenth. Therefore, the answer here is letter D. $234.816 when rounded to the nearest hundredth is, all right, so we're given this number here with 6 digits. Now let's identify the decimal place value of each of the digits here. So 4 here is in the ones place, 3 tens, this one hundreds, then tenths, this one is hundreds, and this one is thousands. And we are asked to round this number off to the nearest hundred. So here, so we truncate or cut short the number up to the hundredths place. Have you noticed here that the number after 1 is 6, and 6 is greater than 5. Therefore, we round up 1 to 2. So we add 1 to 1. So that means this number can be rounded off to 234.82. Therefore, the answer here is letter D. Three over 20 is equivalent to which of the following decimals? Now we have 3 over 20 here, and this can quickly be converted to hundreds by multiplying 5 by 5. Okay, so we can multiply both the numerator and denominator by 5, and this would become 15 over 100. So we can just make the denominator, convert the denominator into 100. So this is just the same as 15 hundredths, 15 over 100, or when we divide this would become 0.15. You can use long division for this. 15 divided by 100. Then 15 cannot be, then you add 0. Then 150 divided by 100, that would be 100. Then subtract, you add another 0. This would become 0.15. Then 500, 0. All right, so the answer here is letter D. Which of these decimals has the greatest value? All right, so let's take a look at the choices here. The first one is 0.03. So it has 2 decimal places. Then we can write this as 3 over 100. Then we have 0.003. Then we can write this as 3 over 1000. Because 3 here is in the thousands place. Then 0.031, we can write this as 31 over 1000. Then we have 0.0031. This is just 31 over 10 thousandths. So notice here that all of the denominators of choices B, C, and D are in thousands, while letter A is in hundreds. So we can write this as 30 over 1000 to make it uniform. And we can compare the four choices or the four fractions here. All right, so let's compare the thousands first. This one and this one and this one. All right, so they have different numerators. They have 3, 30, and 31. Therefore, this one is has the greatest value among the three. And then we compare this with the 31 over 10,000. And this fraction 10,000 is larger than the denominator of this one, 31 over 1,000. Therefore, 31 over 1,000 has the greatest value. So the answer here is letter C.